Hello gardeners. It's been a minute since the last time I filmed my garden here, and just give you an update. Um, this is we're going into the middle of July and it's getting hot. So I do have some sugar babies in here. Um, yep, two little sugar babies. That is a mango tree. We have some lime and lemon trees and an orange tree and another lemon tree they're surviving because it's hot out here. In this bucket I was trying to grow a watermelon. It sprouted and then it pooped out. Over here we have the blueberry bush. It's still doing well. It's going to produce next season. And then we have this what is called the Dutchman's pipe. I've never grown this before, but anyway, he's being grown this year. Just turn him away. Yep, but that's how that looks. You can look it up and see how that works. Anyway, my thyme died. And as you can see, the original shade cloth that I had went completely over this 20 by 20 structure, but it took a beating because every time the wind would blow, it would lift the entire thing like a parachute. So what I did was I bought individual 10 by 10s, and now my little garden is doing well. These are my tam peppers. She likes to pass out too much. She does well. Oregano and my Scotch bonnets. Look at these things. That is beautiful. And I know you can't see it real good because it's shaded here, but yeah, there's a lot in there. I had my strawberry planted over here. As you can see, this one died. Lemon balm is holding on. But I think she's going to survive. So let's keep going. Move my chair out the way. These are the suckers that I planted, and they are producing nice tomatoes. Yep. A little update on the pineapple. She is doing very well. The comfrey, she passed out one day and I thought she was dead, and I brought her back to life with some water, and I'm keeping her alive. Over here I have another bell pepper plant that's doing well, but it is still kind of hot. Even though I got the shade cloth up and it blocks that 100-degree heat, it don't feel like 100 degrees in here, but it's still not below 90. I would say it's still not below 95. But it's doing well because my eggplants are flowering again, which I'm very excited about. I have one little eggplant here. I'm going to cut that off eventually. This plant broke in half, if you can see. Broke, as you see down in the bottom. And I set it off to the side and thought, just let her have her fruit and just go ahead on and die after it ripe. But she said, girl, no ma'am. I'm going to keep producing because I'm bad like that. So, yeah, she's producing. And here's my other strawberry. That's just a experimental. Didn't work out. Anyway, these are my other strawberries, and I thought I saw some new growth in there, but looks like that might have not been new growth, or it's down in there somewhere. See it down there. So there's some new growth. So she might survive this heat. She was in the sun constantly, but I took her out. These are some peas that I said, okay, the dogs, they were on a pallet on the ground, but that one right there kept eating all of it. Lucy. So yeah, I put it up high and I said, okay, we're just gonna let that go. Same thing with the parsley. And this is my ginger who's still holding on, which I enjoy that. That's great. This is my corn. I did have not a plentiful harvest because this is my first year actually getting to this size. But I'm happy with what I got. It got too hot and I can't put a shade cloth over this because of it was tall. So what I'm going to do next year is one, not put it in this particular container, but I'm going to put it in something that's more lower to the ground so it can grow as tall as it wants. But as you can see, I have some cow peas vining, purple cow peas vining, and on this side I have some tomatillas. They're finally growing, and if you look right here, that is a squash leaf. Hopefully it grows. Yep. And on in this bed I had tomatillas and beans, and the beans plants, ran its course, so I took them out, and now we're going to plant other things in here. You can see my cow peas, they're doing really well. Over here, these are my bell peppers, and they kind of pass out again. It's just too hot for them to actually produce, but I'm doing my best to keep them alive through the summer season, and hopefully they will make it all the way until September, when they'll start producing again. But my Sorrentos and Shishitos, and they said this was cayenne. I still don't believe it, but anyway. Basil, oregano, and that's another bell pepper. She's holding on. But if we turn this way, this is actually a sucker. I'm telling you, all you need is one tomato plant and get you one good sucker, and trust me, this is proof that suckers do their thing. So I'm not sure if you see that very well, but it has a lot of tomatoes on that. That's San Marzanos. In the back I have bell peppers, and they're doing very well because they're in that bucket right there. I think this plant is leaning over like this because this side is just so full of peppers that yeah, she can't stand up straight. This right here is another Scotch bonnet or scorpion. I don't remember. What is it? Scorpion. So it is a scorpion plant, but she has yet to produce any flowers or any peppers. That's another tan plant right there. This is a bell pepper plant that fell down. And this right here is a poblano. I got one growing there. And of course, here's another sucker from my black cherry plant, and it's producing. And then I have my tomatoes. This is either it's a early girl or I think it's celebrity. I think this was a celebrity tomato, or this is a celebrity tomato plant. And you can see that she kind of like took a hit from something. Here, let me pause and go on the other side. So yeah, she took a hit from something, not something, but we had a bad storm, and she was tall, and she just said, I can't be standing up no more. But this old girl, this is a celebrity. I don't think this is early girl. I think this is celebrity. And I thought girlfriend was gonna die. But girlfriend said, you just needed to move that other chick out the way so I can get my swing on. And she's swinging. These are my cucumbers. They're not doing so well. I don't know if I'm going to get more cucumbers this season. And these are my Armenian cucumbers, and it got a disease ridden, so I'm trying to let it just run its course because it still puts off nice leaves. So I'm hoping that the stalks and everything at the bottom are really strong. So I'm hoping that the new vines that's coming up will take over and I can finally cut all this brown stuff off. And over here is my sweet potatoes, and they're doing well. Oh, and I missed this. This is my asparagus, and this is the first year that, well, not the first year. Well, I say the first year for me, because my partner was gardening previously and grew asparagus, and yeah, I'm pretty much the main person out here gardening now. So we have some areas back there, some leaves that's actually not doing so well. But we'll figure this out, hopefully. Yeah. I know I need to put more, raise more soil, add more soil, raise it up. Yeah. And the metal cage is to keep, there she is again, Lucy, from eating asparagus. We had her an asparagus little patch back on the other side of the garden. However, my son cut it with the lawnmower, so it's gone. But anyway, oh, here's my flowers, and then I got these blackberry bush, a hibiscus, and a I think that's lemon. So I have these. They were on the pallet over there, but they're not doing so. Wasn't doing so well over there. So we moved them over here so they can be on the ground and touch the earth and hopefully stay cool. Okay. Yep. Well, thanks for taking this walk with me in my garden. And there's an update. Please like, subscribe, and leave comments.